My name is Laf Daliwocha. I'm a financial advisor and I've been in Blantyre for 2 years.
My name is Jonathan Kadiza. I work for Overflow Bank Sales Department and I've lived most of my life in Blantyre.
My name is Michael Konda. I'm a special needs assistant teacher. I've been in Blantyre all my life.
I'm Owen Jalila. I've lived in Blantyre all my life. I'm a videographer, I'm a graphic designer, but also I'm working with Forex Bureau.
I'm Miss Brown. I'm a hustler. I've been here. Okay, I was born here. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a Memorial. I'm a squad. Straight up been in Blantyre for 14 years.
Wow.
Yeah, Blantyre is too small. We can't compare it with other districts.
Which other districts are you talking about?
Let's say Lilongwe. Okay.
Well, there's Blantyre City and Blantyre.
Okay, I think it should be as a whole.
As
Say
a whole, as a whole.
Blantyre, everything.
So I don't
Big
think,
guys.
yeah, it's not too small.
No, but Blantyre is small.
No, if you talk of the town, yes. Say
It
Blantyre
depends with
town
what
is
you're
too
engaging
small.
with in Blantyre.
Okay, yes. Blantyre, the town is small. The
Yeah,
district is big.
yeah, the district
Yeah.
is
And
big.
then the city could have spread out. But then the city is like... in
I think
one
that's
place.
where we're going.
Yeah. we're
Because
going
now we're like Chileka, we're going towards...
Yeah.
Okay.
Further Sigeleke
Yeah,
down there, you know, it's wide.
But so wouldn't say Blantyre is too small. It's not.
Blantyre is small depending on what you're doing.
Yes, exactly what I say.
Okay, I don't think Blantyre is small
Yeah.
because in my line of work, I have to meet new people every day. So for 2 years, I've been meeting new people, almost over five new people every day for 2 years, and I'm still meeting new people. So I can't say Blantyre is small because when we're looking at how small or big something is, when it comes to cities or whatnot, I think we should look at the population aspect. So if you're meeting new people every day, you can't say this is small.
Yeah. I still say Blantyre.
But maybe if we consider buildings and all that,
Blantyre is small.
Yeah.
For
If
me,
we
like,
talk of the town, maybe I would agree that we have a small town. But talking of Blantyre as a whole, I don't think it's small.
yeah, it was poorly planned because like there was a point, I don't know which year, we had X's in the city. Like we had X's that
Buildings.
like yes, buildings that like were supposed to be demolished, and you're like, okay, if it was actually planned very well, we wouldn't have those. And also we're expanding right now. Like I've seen the road towards Combe, it's been expanded. So if it was actually planned very well, we didn't have been doing that. And we have changed the whole road system that we're doing one ways and all that. So yeah, poor planning, guys.
Blantyre was properly planned.
Yes.
Things are changing. So I don't have a problem with the changes that are happening. I think we're trying to suit modernization. If you compare Blantyre with other districts, you would be able to say that Blantyre was properly planned. So in my opinion, Blantyre is dope.
Yeah, I agree with Owen. Blantyre was properly planned. You can't compare it with Lilongwe because if you look at Blantyre, it was Dr. Kamuzubanda way back and the whites, of course, who were like making the buildings in Blantyre City. So right now it's like the world is changing. Malawi is changing. You wouldn't find the same building today. It wouldn't look the same. The old building, like Jamba building, it's not gonna look the same as the National Bank building because it's changing. So if we talk of the roads, I mean, we have so many cars in Blantyre now. Definitely need to have one ways.
Well, like
and all
whoever
that.
was planning this would have thought that like in the next 20 years, the next 30 years,
Should've
people would have
considered.
expanded. Like the mindset of people would have changed. So you're planning for 20 cars, now we have like 100,000 cars. Like what were you thinking when you were planning Blantyre?
It should have been included.
Exactly.
But what would it be like then? I mean, it would look like something that what can I say? Kubanga chintu chonena kuti nthawi imeneyo chizivuta kumveseseka iti nde nthawi imeneyo I think is makazi okwanira kuna kuti okay nse ukwanira ndi magalimoto amene tili nawo pano.
Kusaganiza bwino komwe.
I think Blantyre was probably planned in the sense that the CBD is in one place, like we have a lot of buildings in one place, which gives us the opportunity now to expand to say, okay, I think outside of this area we can put this and that, right? Rather than how Lilongwe was like planned, it's scattered. This is there, that is there,
Shoprite is somewhere else. You're gonna find gaming.
I'm against comparing Blantyre to Lilongwe.
Exactly.
We are supposed to be Blantyre. We're supposed to be the best city.
So don't compare us to you.
No,
Okay. Blantyre, do we have a bus depot?
But then you know, like,
We do. We have Wenena bus depot. Wenena bus depot.
Okay, rumor has it that the depot is being transferred to Lunzu.
Exactly.
You know, and
Why would you be there or lose someone to have on paper? It's supposed to be here.
Wait, like you're in Blantyre.
Like, you know, how about Lilongwe? The bus depot is somewhere else, and let's say you live in.
We're talking about
yeah, and you have Limbe this side, so you have Limbe this side.
We have so many people. We have to
But-
station's not supposed to be a bus depot.
But you know, it makes
It's even
sense.
risky. I mean,
It's safer.
Safer how?
Comparing to Wenena.
no, actually, I've
Yeah, and
seen food,
it actually makes sense because
park.
a lot of people are moving to Lunzu. You know, a lot of people are building houses in Lunzu. It's not far if the population is moving
I know
there.
that Lunzu is far.
I don't think Blantyre should be the capital. I think we're way past that. I think we can just keep on developing as a commercial city and leave all those, troubles of being the capital to Lilongwe. Because it comes with a lot of responsibility. We're already here doing our best to develop the city as Blantyre, as individuals. And I think moving the capital here we're saying, some people are already saying, oh, Blantyre is small and whatnot. And then if we are saying we should move to Blantyre as the capital, I think there's more responsibility to that kind of thing.
More pressure.
Maybe that's gonna
Yeah.
put too much pressure.
I think we just focus on making more of a commercial city.
Yeah,
What do you think?
that's what I think.
Yeah.
Bringing the Reserve Bank.
Yeah, probably.
Just developing it, not like being the capital city. No.
No.
I think we're cool. Like, I'm cool.
We're fine.
We're fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah,
They can have it there.
we're
you
fine.
know?
Yes, there is money. You can compare it with Lilongwe. Because the things are cheap here than Lilongwe.
Yeah, I feel like
Let's say 500 litakuja chemchani koma kuli Lilongwe sokuja nonde.
Okay.
yeah, I feel like there's money in Blantyre. I mean, I've lived in Lilongwe longer than I've lived in Blantyre, but I wasn't able to at least earn as much as I'm earning in Blantyre.
What are you doing in Lilongwe?
Same stuff, marketing, yeah, and whatnot. But at least I feel like,
Make more here.
yeah,
The job or just Lilongwe in general? Because I feel like it's what you're doing, as she said, what you're doing.
Exactly.
Like anywhere you are, either you're Lilongwe or Blantyre, like what you're doing.
Okay, so if we were to compare head to head, like job in Blantyre.
Okay, because in Lilongwe,
Exact
you
job.
know, like people do farm, and like in Blantyre, like yeah, it's different from Blantyre with Lilongwe, because you know we have those Alima food, yeah, and stuff. So like there are more opportunities in Lilongwe than Blantyre because it's a big district. But there is money in Blantyre depending on what you are doing. You can go to Lilongwe and not find money. You can be in Blantyre and have lots of money. Like, I think
Money is anywhere. I feel like money
Yeah.
is anywhere. It just depends on what you're doing.
What you're doing.
yeah.
Like, it's all
Okay.
about like.
Okay, when you compare, let's say housing prices, Lilongwe is
Ah,
much
ah.
more.
No, you can't. It's the capital city, obviously.
Yeah, but then people earn more money.
They
In
do.
Lilongwe.
Yes, they have more ways of making
When
money.
it comes for business,
Yeah, but I'm looking at it. It's a capital city. There are so many things that are plunging in there. Obviously, opportunities go sky high. So payment iso imatengera so ndizi ngatinezo. So takusiyanisa munjira yodero kuma, as we've already said, you know, it depends with what you're doing.
Oh yeah, Blantyre, it is an affordable place to live. Hey, my friend said you can have 500 kwacha and you eat. Go to Ndirande. Ndirande is the best place ever. You find a drumstick at 200 kwacha. I'm gonna make a budget now on 500 bags. So you eat. You find a house maybe about 10,000, 15,000, but you can't find that in Lilongwe. I mean, or even transport. Like I bought a bus from Chiva to town at 200 bags. I'm not sure. Yeah, I do, but not in Lilongwe. So it's the best place.
Yeah, I think it's very affordable in terms of housing as compared to Lilongwe. I mean, you can find here a bed seat at maybe 50,000.
Yeah.
In Nilongo, you're looking at 80, 100 above.
Yeah.
You can't find nyumba bunobwino for less than 100
Yeah.
in Nilongo.
I feel like for me, Blantyre is the best. Like anywhere is the best because I always find what I like in Blantyre, in Lilongwe, wherever I go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Lilongwe has bus. Lilongwe, you just create kama small event and people will show up. Blantyre, you create a small event, it will flop.
Okay, entertainment is in different ways, yeah? So guys, like in Blantyre, you can go hiking, right?
You can go hiking in Lilongwe.
There's no hill.
Not a lot of places you can go to hiking in Lilongwe. So you're only looking at Bunda. Here you're looking at Ndirande, Michiru. Yeah, you know, you can go hiking in a lot of places. You can go for
If
poetry.
you don't like hiking, then if you don't like hiking.
So it depends on your environment, as you said. If you're a hiker, that means like hiking, definitely Blantyre. If you're entertainment, alcohol, what
Okay, so we're talking of hiking, we're talking of poetry, we're talking of shows, you know, umami
Soga.
what, yeah,
No,
soca.
like the next games, international games.
Lilongwe, it's not in Blantyre.
Kumabe.
What is about the Antina Center?
Hell no.
Yes
I am
and no.
tired. I've been here for 14 years and I want to move.
Go.
Every opportunity, I want to go.
I don't think of moving. I love Blantyre. It's the best city, and I'm comfortable like here and
Even the
everything.
environment.
Yeah, I love it. It's the smartest town ever.
I don't think I'll ever get tired of living in Blantyre. Honestly, I've been wanting to be here since I was a kid, right? Since I was a kid, I've always wanted to come to Blantyre. So I used to tell my mama, okay, I want to go to school to Blantyre. She said, okay, you go there to secondary school, right? Secondary school came up, I never came to Blantyre. Then she said, okay, maybe college. It never happened, so I was in Lilongwe. And then I was like, okay, maybe I'll get my first job in Blantyre. It never happened. I do 2 jobs later, so I'm here.
Then you're transferred to Blantyre.
Yeah, so
finally.
You're like, yes.
Yes, I was like, yes, this is it, jackpot. So I'll never get tired of living in Blantyre.
Blantyre is more beautiful than Lilongwe. If we talk of the town, I don't like walking in Lilongwe town when I'm not on a car. Like, I don't. Because you didn't dress up and do your makeup and stuff and walk in Lilongwe. You didn't even put on white shoes, not even white clothes in Lilongwe. It's not smart. There's dust all over. If you talk of the buildings there, you'd find another place like you want to go to get. You find it at where? City Center. There is what? Old Town. There is like it's so complicated. Blantyre is the best. Smart buildings, smart environment, and you don't have most of the time you don't have vendors in town. Not much in town.
I do agree with you. I think Blantyre is beautiful than Lilongwe, in the sense that, okay, when I look at beauty myself when it comes to cities, I look at weather. It's good here. It's really good. It's cold, and when it's hot, it's not really that hot, you know. So yeah, there's that good balance as compared to Lilongwe.
As for me, the beauty of Blantyre is in the landscape, the mountains, and you know we have big rivers.
Yeah.
So that adds to it.
Yeah.
Whereas the buildings, but then
Oh yeah.
we can always build buildings, but then if you have a river, you have it. If you don't, you don't. We
Yeah.
have mountains, we have that natural beauty. We almost can't even take that. It's just ours.
Not at all.
I agree.
We have it. You can't even buy it. Money can't buy it.
Go
back.
Go!
10 years from now, Blantyre. Hopefully when I'm the mayor.
I think Blantyre will look different in 10 years in terms of infrastructure itself, mostly residential. I'm seeing that a lot of people, you know, are then coming to their senses to say, okay, I think we should, yeah.
Wow.
You know, to say we should build not only around the CBD, but we can go as far as we can we can go, and everything will be following us, right? So it's that concept that I'm thinking that, okay, in 10 years, would really be somewhere in terms of infrastructure.
And I think just adding up to that, we don't have people nowadays are not building the houses like those that the Malawi Housing Corporation are building.
Yeah.
Those beds are building houses because if you go to Namiwasai or Mpemba or Lunzo or Chega, they have these big houses.
Exactly.
So I feel like we go back to coming back to their senses.
Yeah.
It just depends because kundina ndekujema ngabati izangodengela ndimalo wake
amakazoberekana
And they just talk about Jordan.
komano pena pake I feel like ma changes tukwakamba mwina ndi mamangidwa anthu koma zi infrastructure kuti mina Blantyre in general aoneke okuongola and bona ngati zambiri ndetamba kumanidwa zingovaya kuti Longwe. I don't know, so ndikutha kuona change yoyi kuchitika komano mwina mwa anthu edi mwina locality kuti madera ena akakutukuka yanjani komano kuti let's say Blantyre tapanga erect another amazing building zinezo zonde.
I think the pace is slow, but still.
It's slow, but it's happening.
And the change I want to see is in terms of security, as you introduced it. Okay, in Lilongwe, I could go home at 11 and I'm on foot, or I take a bus and then from the stage, I walk on foot, right? But if you are in town here at 8 p.m., even at 6, even during the day, you know, the street kids, they're very harsh, you know. You're not assured of your safety. So that's, comes down to maybe social services to say, how are we going to improve the lives of these street kids, to get them off the streets so that people can feel at least safe. You can move around anytime that you want, you know, and you still feel safe.
Because sometimes you're even attacked whilst the police are watching.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it happens.